imbalance and disparities. So the term global imbalances, generally speaking, refer to the imbalances of the global economy stemming from the prolonged current account deficit of the United States vis-à-vis the current account surplus of emerging Asian countries, particularly China. So I figure that the term does not really fit into the context which addresses social inequalities, particularly within a country. So in this regard, I propose that the expression global imbalances be replaced by disparities. Thank you.
Спасибо. Кто-нибудь выступить по этой поправке? Нет желающих. Прошу представить ваше мнение.
I think that the global imbalances is more precise term in economy than the disparities, because I think so. I am against this amendment.
Mark of Ms. Lisa, I think we have to use the word more precisely. So when it comes to disparities, it's more to do with unemployment, social inequalities, and many social problems derived from the global economic crisis. So I prefer disparities. Brief introduction of deliberations of the meeting, whereas statements, strategies, and agreements adopted at the meeting are collectively referred to as the outcomes of the meeting. In addition, the brochure presenting the highlights of the MCM refers to the result of the meeting as the main outcomes. So I believe the term outcomes is more appropriate than objectives. Thank you. In essence, the council meeting that launched the strategy, including the phrase "a public session of" in the resolution, might give the impression that the green growth strategy was inaugurated at an event accompanying the council meeting, undermining the significance of the strategy. The language "a public session" is, so to speak, redundant. So the deletion of the phrase can get rid of the possibility of giving a misleading impression and make the sentence more succinct. So the amendment is the green growth strategy launched at the OECD's council meeting in May 2011. Thank you. The focus of the new comprehensive approach focused by the OECD. In other words, it's not only consistent with the comprehensive approach pursued by the OECD. So I think there is a need to amend the first sentence. With regard to the first sentence of the paragraph, I propose deleting the phrase "focused on the achievement of the UN Millennium Goals" and adding the conjunction "as" with the natural form of the sentence. That does not necessarily mean that I'm not against incorporating the paragraph of the reference to the MDG to underline the significance of the goals. I'd like to propose utilizing a relevant sentence in the NCM chair's summary, which states the ministers today reaffirmed their commitment to aid and the priority in achieving the millennium goals. Thank you. Into a tremendous shock. Lately, large web portals in many countries, including Korea, collect and make frequent use of a wide range of personal data. This poses an increasingly grave challenge not only to Korea but to the entire world, where the internet is part of people's daily lives. An exponential growth in social networking sites and other web services tailored to individual use, the increasing usage of new media such as smartphones and ever-expanding cloud services make the risk of information leakage more likely, as these services gather and store personal records on the network. Against this backdrop, a legislative bill has been introduced at the National Assembly of Korea, which requires web portals to collect the smallest possible amount of confidential personal data and to dispose of collected data after a certain period is passed, and that allows people to report violators to law enforcement authorities. Other policy measures are being crafted to enable victims of data leaks to be properly compensated from web portal operators by relaxing the compensation condition for information owners who often face the largest damage in hacking cases. Nevertheless, regulation by law is not always easy, as information technology and hacking skills are rapidly changing, and as a result, more personal information than ever is being leaked on the web. In response to these problems, Korea implements an autonomous, voluntary certification system of information security management to allow portal operators to build their own data security management system. It later turned out that the Korean web portal hacked last July did not go through this system. In conclusion, Korea agrees that it is almost impossible to fundamentally root out personal data leaks in today's network society. However, Korea is striving to minimize the likelihood of leakage before it happens and the risk by leakage after it takes place by preventing unnecessary data collection and having in place a system to swiftly respond to security breaches. That means, particularly in Korea, the violation of privacy is really serious. Thank you for your attention.